Believe that. You hear me. First off, roll tide full of pride. Roll tide full of pride, right? Once again, shout out to them boys for overcoming that Oklahoma down early situation, handling that Oklahoma business. I'm sure they have celebrated, but guess what? Now it's time to move on. You got Indiana coming up. Everybody's saying there's no way in hell Bama can win. There's no chance that Bama can win. Indiana is this, Indiana is that. Their quarterback is too strong. Their quarterback is too good, huh? Their defense, offense is too good, huh? Even though Indiana hasn't played anyone. But the disrespect for Bama is very evident. But that's okay. That's all right. That's really what we want, huh? Yeah. Because guess what? Bama really playing on house money. Nobody giving them a chance. You see the disrespect. Everybody talking about how Bama can't hang with them, huh? And can't bang with them. You know, how Indiana is too elite, how they play technically sound football, how they are so disciplined, heavy. But if Bama don't feel respected, if they're not turned up, if they're not ready and prepared for this moment, which I think they are, like I said in previous videos, I don't think Indiana can run with us at all. You know, you match our skill players with they skill players, huh? Both sides of the ball, huh? Yeah, I don't think they can run with us at all. Just a different team, built different. You know, we played real competition the whole season. Now go check out Indiana's schedule or strength of schedule, right? Right. Yeah, homie. Yeah. It's a big difference, man. Alabama coming out the SEC, probably with the toughest schedule in the nation, playing everybody, going through gauntlets, heavy. Everything they say Indiana got, Bama has seen that times 10 versus all these SEC schools, from the great offenses to the fast teams, the great defenses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Bama has seen Oklahoma, boom, twice, Georgia, South Carolina, huh? Missouri, you know, LSU, all these teams with fast, speedy defenses early and often. So the level of competition is different. I'm not knocking Indiana, huh? Saying Indiana isn't good, all that. Not disrespecting them at all, but I don't think they can hang and bang with Bama, especially if Bama is on their A game and clicking on all cylinders. And I stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? Per. So per. Bottom line, they're giving Bama no chance, saying it's no way they can win, even though they just went to Oklahoma and overcame a 17-point deficit. But no one wants to really talk about that nor respect that. So guess what? Bama got to go take respect once again. Period. But one thing about the Indiana football team, one thing you got to give them is they play disciplined football, huh? Very technical football. They're a very technical sound team. That's what gives them the edge, puts them over the hump. They play pretty much clean football all game. So the biggest thing coming away, understanding, studying Indiana more, huh? Understanding more and more what type of team they really are. The biggest thing for Bama, huh? I repeat, the biggest thing for Bama, how they need to play. Major keys to victory, all that. Guess what? Athletically, Bama's better, huh? Yeah. Talent, speed, etc. I feel Bama is better. But one thing they must do, right, is play technically sound football, play disciplined football. Got to give it to got to give it to Indiana. That's one thing they really do very well. They play disciplined ball and technical ball. That's what Bama is gonna have to do more of, you know? And all season we've seen Bama some games lack discipline, right? Maybe even lack technique. The only way, only area where Indiana can beat them is being disciplined all game and technically locked in all game heavy. So Kalen DeBoer and his coaching staff needs to reiterate to these players, you know, let their players know it's about technique this game. It's about talent, definitely, but it's about technique and discipline. No dumb plays, huh? No dumb penalties. Everyone doing their assignment. Because Indiana, they do it well. Defensively, offensively, every position, every level. Everyone does their job. Everyone plays their gaps on the defensive side of the ball, their zone coverage, right? Their man coverage. Their two cornerbacks probably are NFL level, you know, but I don't think they've seen a team with the level of explosiveness and as many as explosive and fast players that Bama has, huh? On the offensive side and defensive side of the ball. But what gives Indiana the edge and what has given them the edge through this whole college football season is the way they play. Very good coaches over there has his team prepared mentally, physically, and spiritually, and they play good technical sound football. So Bama can come into this game not only locked in, huh, playing Bama ball, right? Right. But being technically sound, huh? Their technique being very immaculate from the first snap, huh, to the last snap for 4 quarters. And when I say technically sound, I mean boom, playing your gap assignments, not being out of position, putting your hands in certain areas, huh? Yeah, up front, the trenches, filling your holes, going the right direction. Because if they don't, Indiana will make them pay. Period. Zone coverages on the defense in the secondary. They will attack the secondary, but they will also try to run. But I guarantee they're going to try to get Mendoza going early. And this Bama secondary will be tested early and often. I stand on that 10 toes down. They have talent at the receiver position. They have talent at the tight end position, huh? Yeah. But once again, I don't think they can really rock and roll with us. I think Bama has too much speed, too much athleticism that Indiana cannot handle and has never seen. Right? As far as defensively, if our trench play is disciplined, huh? Very disciplined, especially against Mendoza, attacking him, huh? Containing him, period. This has the potential to be a blowout. Bama can win by 2 touchdowns or more. But we have to be technically locked in, man. Boom. No mental errors, no dumb penalties. Discipline, playing disciplined football. Linebackers running sideline to sideline, filling in each gap. Everyone doing their job to a T. That will be the difference, period. Now, like I said, I feel like our trenches, our front four, whatever, linebackers, whatever you want to call it, I feel like we will be at Mendoza all day. I'm not too worried about Mendoza for real. Like I said, homie, yeah. As long as we can get pressure on him, I feel like all day, all night, all game, we are going to be swarming him, huh? Yeah. Swarming him, attacking him to the point where we break him. Right? All season has been what? This hype about Mendoza. All this hype about Mendoza, Heisman winner. All right, boom, I give you that. But he has never seen a defense. I repeat, he has never seen a defense like Bama's. Period. Bottom line, no cap. Yeah. Even though Ohio State defense, I don't feel like Ohio State is the same. Matter of fact, Miami might just beat Ohio State heavy. But trench play, I feel like our speed up front, man, swarming them gaps, huh? Kane Walmack being technically sound as well, mentally prepared as well, huh? Yeah. But sending them guys on stunts, Keeley coming in here, number 42 coming in here, everybody going this way, that way. Smith, hopefully we have LT Overton back, but I feel like the speed of Bama up front mixed in with the size and power, guys like Tim Keenan, players like true freshman 90, I think it's London Collins or something like that, I Feel like we just got power, the right mix of power, size, and speed to attack this quarterback and stop their run game for real heavy. But the options that Kane Walmack will have, we see Keeley coming on, bro, playing strong. Everybody stepping up and getting ready, and prepared. And that's what's going to need to happen. Young players, veterans, whatever. Everybody got to step up and elevate their game, right? Right. But this defense, our trenches, I feel like we can swarm him all game long with the speed we have up front, Then the back end, boom, different levels, linebackers, they're going to do their job early. Secondary, do their job, early. But it's going to come down to technique, and playing your assignments and disciplined football. And if Bama does that, man, like I said, they can win by 2 touchdowns plus. And I really believe that for real. And everybody sleeping on them. And they the underdog, Everybody not giving them a chance at all. So this benefits Bama right here around yonder for real. All the naysayers, all the doubters, like I said, Bama literally playing with house money, you know? We know what's at stake. We know what's to lose and go home, win and continue. But at the end of the day, Bama playing on house money, man. Really with nothing to lose. So go out there and play, Yeah. Go out there and let it fly. Go out there and be loose and go out there and be wild and dirty, and violent, but disciplined as well, right? Control chaos as well, right? Yeah. That's the biggest thing, man. Both sides of the ball. Offensively, Offensively. I feel like our receivers, our weapons are too fast for them. They never seen explosive players like we got. And if we can get more from Ryan Williams finally, right? If he can step up and have a breakout game and get back to the Ryan Williams of old, like we seen last year, and play up to the expectations like we expected him to play this year. Oh, it's gonna be trouble for them Indiana Hoosiers. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. He is a legend forever. Believe that. Yeah. But starting with the O-line. Once again, assignments, being technically sound and disciplined. That's the only way Indiana has a chance of beating them, Yeah. They play very disciplined football, and Bama needs to do the same. The O-line, understand where to block, understand when the protection slides, understand who to pick up. We don't need no free blitzes, no free rushers, none of that, period. Everyone needs to play their assignment and play it well. I'm talking footwork up front. I'm talking hand placement up front. I'm talking moving bodies up front, baby. You hear me, huh? Yeah. Bottom line. Now, Ryan Grubb has to be in his bag too as well. He needs to step up his game, be more consistent, and play calling. But when this team is hitting on all cylinders, man, they can beat any team in the nation, and I stand on that 10 toes down, period. And can't nobody tell me no damn different. But it starts with the O-line, the trenches, first line of protection. Protect Ty Simpson, right, at all costs. I know it won't always be perfect, always be pretty, but you give Ty Simpson a clean pocket majority of the game, and he will eat a defense up. It's going to be times he's going to have to maneuver and make plays, put the team on his back maybe, etc. But it starts with the O-line, that first line of protection. And first thing, we must get some form of a run game going. We did enough versus Oklahoma. Now you build off that. You capitalize off that, right? And you do more. I said we need at least 60, 70, 80 would be a plus. You hear? But we got to be more than one dimensional. No cap. And that starts with Ryan Grubb as well. He has to be technically sound, He has to show discipline even in the play calling realm. Put his players in the best position to win. I'm going to say it every time. Say it every damn time, right? Right. So that's the first thing, man. O-line, play, bottom line. Use your technique, Lean on your technique, period. Position coaches, head coaches, whole coaching staff, Harp that all week long. Technique, discipline, baby. Boom. We play with technique and discipline and our speed and run around and fly around with no hesitation. This could definitely be a wash and shock the world. Bottom line, point blank, huh? Yeah. Ty Simpson, man, zone in, huh? Yeah. Read the field. Be technically sound in your techniques as well. Throwing, running, all of that. Getting the plays in, all that. We need clean, discipline, aggressive football. That's what Indiana will bring. That's what it's gonna come down to. Period. But Ty Simpson, man, under pressure, don't fold. I feel like the O line will do a better job versus Indiana than they did versus Oklahoma. Like I say, I feel like Oklahoma has one of the best defenses in college football. You know, yeah, they were able to give Bama more problems than I think Indiana will be able to do. Just what it is, man. Now you still got to show up and play, period. But at the end of the day, yeah, uh huh. Bama can run this team out the building. Ty Simpson zone in, man. Lock in, heavy. Ryan Grubb, zone in, lock in, heavy. You got all that talent on the field, you know, man. He got his pick. Receivers going everywhere, huh? Boom, this way, boom, 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 huh? Dial it up, Grubb, dial it up. They cannot run with us. They can't hang with us. Bernard, boom. Ryan Williams, boom. Horton, boom, huh? Yeah, Quaves up in there, man. Latser Brooks up in there, man. He's having a breakout playoff. Let's get it, dog. Ryan Grubb really has his pick. But Ty Simpson, complete your throws, bro. Make good throws. Make smart plays. Don't hold on to the ball too long. But I think Ty Simpson is ready. He may even be back. But like I said, you got to go out there on the field and prove it. Receivers, catch the ball. Ryan Williams, we need more, homie. We need more, homie. Yeah. It's time for you to step up and elevate your game to the next level. You know, out of all the receivers, Latser Brooks has been playing the best. We need everybody to elevate their game. Man, I don't think they can run with our receivers at all. It's mismatches all over the field for them, huh? Period. And then you get Quavers locked in, you get him inserted into the game, huh? Their linebackers can't guard him for real. We got to utilize our tight ends as well. But everybody must play technical sound football, man. I must harp on that. Run the receiver and tight end positions, route running, etc. Lean on your technique, right? Go back to it. Discipline, 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 heavy. It's going to be the key to the game. And of course, game changing plays, right? Right. But at the end of the day, if Bama play disciplined football, huh? Once again, technical sound football, they will beat this team by 2 touchdowns plus. And I really believe that. You hear me? Yeah. Man, fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about the video. You already know what it is, right? Big skull here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw, huh? But we come to win. Yeah. Here we come. Roll Tide.